This is the JJO Morning Show podcast with Johnny and D. Listen, rate, subscribe.
Teenagers in Pennsylvania being accused of stealing a Ronald McDonald statue. It's no longer made.
What? Oh, yeah, that's true. That would be true. I didn't even think of it like that.
So it's like an antique, you know.
Yeah, they're antique.
Okay, so I can't pronounce the town, Nesquehoning.
Oh, man.
I'm sure it's a Native American name.
I'm going to get that in the spelling bee. You watch. And how do you pronounce it again?
Nesquehoning. I don't even know if that's right. It's
Nesquehoning. Dude, what is this, amateur hour?
Hold on, let's see if I can get it on a...
Is it 4 Qs or 5 Qs?
It's 5.
Okay.
It's 5.
Always go with your gut.
It's a borough in Pennsylvania.
It's a borough.
It's a borough.
It's an effing borough.
Get it together.
All right.
I'm going to see if I can get a pronunciation on here. How to pronounce it.
Oh, you need you got it?
Yeah.
Nesquehoning.
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 Nesquehoning. Sounds tribal.
It does.
Nesquehoning.
All right. So anyway, the police are looking for help in identifying these terrible, terrible teenagers. Here's the manager of the Mickey D's.
I was very angry. I woke up to a text with a picture of the wall, and it said, "Where's Ronald?" I'm like, so then when I checked the footage, you could see them in here horsing around a bit, and then it was busy, and they just scooched out the 2 side doors.
I've seen various pictures of lewd things done to the Ronald McDonald statue on the bench. Of course, the one I see the most is the girl actually going down on Ronald McDonald's lap. And then I've seen can you say dildo on the radio? I don't even know.
Mm-hmm.
Let me check.
D-I-L-D-O,
Not on the 7
dildo.
Not on the 7 dirty word list. They'll take like some super glue and super glue a dildo to Ronald. The standing ones.
Think about the kids, John.
I always think about the kids.
Not always.
I don't do it. Don't look at me. Man.
But anyway, on Monday, the police posted on the face plant that Ronald McDonald is missing, and it's not a freaking joke. Surveillance footage shows a bunch of terrible, terrible teenagers.
Of course.
Walking out of the McDonald's holding Ronnie. Suspect's vehicle appears to be a dark-colored Nissan, which before it was Nissan, it was Datsun. Learned that yesterday.
Thank you. That warms my heart.
We're not clowning around. This was a full-blown McNapping, the police said. Ronald was last seen smiling, as usual, unaware of the betrayal. Yeah. Witnesses say he didn't even put up a fight. The Post then addresses the suspect, saying, "We get it. Times are tough and therapy is expensive, but kidnapping a plastic icon of joy, that's a McFelony." Police are now asking anyone who knows Ronald's whereabouts, whether he is at your party, your new carpool passenger, or a garden gnome, as well as who these people are in their surveillance footage, to call the Nesquehoning police and let them know what's what.
Check McGrimace. He's always up to no good.
Yeah.
A couple of what'd you say, teenagers?
Yeah, they look like they need some sun. Get outside, kids.
We'll put them in front of Mayor McCheese and drop the hammer.
Yeah.
He is the hanging judge, Mayor McCheese.
Damn.
No. You don't need a point. You're the soft teenage brain has no function in society.
Yeah. Did you steal stuff when you were a teenager?
I don't think so. Did I steal anything of value? No. I was a pretty straight-laced kid like that. That changed in my junior year. And when I started smoking pot and dating the popular girl. Yeah, started going to parties, staying too late when the next morning I had...
It's the 3 Ps.
Next day
parties,
I had...
pot, and...
I had track meets that were not a priority. God, Coach Mitchell knew it, too. God damn it. He knew we were out partying all night.
He's like, let me smell your fingers.
I know.
I knew it.
That's the finger that smells of Barb. Wait, how do you know what my girlfriend smells like? I told you the story. It's a great story. This is my best story. Okay, it's one of my best stories. The girl I dated in high school She might be listening. Hi, Barb. She might be secretly having some DJ fetish fantasy right now.
Barbie?
Yeah. So I dated her my senior year, and she went, and then my sister married Doug. Doug's brother married Barb, my ex-girlfriend.
Yeah.
So I'm like, I don't know what I am. I'm like some weird, cheesehead cousin,
Yeah.
eight times removed.
Yeah.
But
You're
I
like
find
a
it
cousin,
I
brother,
find it fascinating.
cousin, brother, boyfriend.
Yes, I find it fascinating.
Yeah.
That
I do too.
in what way?
I don't know. I'll watch. I don't know.
That's all I wanted to hear out of you. That's all I wanted to hear. But no, I've always wanted to show up at like Christmas. Go,
Right.
hey, cousins. What
Hey.
up? Hey. Oh, it's amazing.
Oh,
It's like,
good
man,
old Barb.
my cousin is an amazing kisser. She's incredible. Anyways, I just thought that was a cute story. Go figure. What are the odds? What are the odds of it?
Yeah.
I had my chance. I took a hard pass.
Why did you and Barb break up? Just senior year.
Well, yeah, I kind of screwed it up. I was obsessed with getting in the radio, and my priorities were a little twisted. And I went to broadcast school in Columbus. She was in Akron. Mm-hmm. And then I went to Florida for this job DJ thing. It didn't work out. Then I came back and got a job in Ohio. But I tried to get her back. At that point, she was in college, and she's like, yeah, you're a moron.
Oh.
I didn't try to get her back. I just wanted to sleep with her again. So there's a fine line.
Oh, my God.
But there you go. TMI?
No, it's just so predictable. You know what I mean? Like, of course, that's what you were trying to do. And of course, she was like, get away from me.
At that point, the cat is out of the bag. I had no job prospects. She's like, yeah, I'm in college. You have, she's like, why don't you join the Navy? Do something. But stop calling me. And that was the end of that.
Yeah, that was before cell phones. You're just calling her on the landline.
I actually had to drive to Akron and beg.
Yeah.
It was a different thing.
Oh, my God.
Anyways, here we are.
Dumbing down your smartphone. One podcast at a time. Listen, rate, and subscribe to the JJO Morning Show podcast. Get up with Johnny and D. JJO.
Okay, now I know we try to be good people a lot of the time, but let's not be too good of a person. A guy in Northern California saw an injured bear on the side of the road.
Oh,
So he decided to help it out, and guess what happened?
it ate his face off.
Correct.
I'm just guessing. I'm guessing he's down to nubs on all extremities.
The darn thing mauled him, dude.
Yeah.
Bear's gonna bear. It happened late last month in Humboldt County near the Oregon border. Didn't release the guy's name, but he's 59 years old. One report said he saw the bear get hit, but a later report said he hit the bear with his car, and he felt pretty guilty. So he got out to render some aid, grabbed some vet wrap out of his car, and got to work. Tried to give it a boost up over a concrete barrier on the side of the road. He's like, hey, dude, do you need a leg up? This was not a cub, by the way. This was a full-grown 400-pound black bear.
Perfect.
The bear, obviously, being a bear, did not know dude was trying to help.
Yeah.
So he chomped down on the guy's left forearm.
That's usually all it takes. Then the screaming, and
The blood squirting.
Usually when the floor falls out from underneath you. Right.
Well, so an off-duty EMT then pulled over and tried to help the guy. See, now we have a domino effect happening.
Yeah.
Applied a tourniquet to his arm, called 911. Guy was treated at a nearby hospital. No details on his condition. The bear died.
Oh, wow.
The bear's dead, Jim.
Oh, wow.
Didn't even get a real snack before he died. He
Yeah.
just got a little taste.
Well,
Damn.
they probably would have shot it anyway. Don't you think?
I don't know.
And yeah, I really do think it's like saving a bear when you just want to pet it.
Okay,
saving
now,
a bear.
I have seen a black bear on the roadway.
Yeah.
I've had one cross in front of my car before.
Yeah.
At that little gallop that they do.
Did you throw it a Dorito?
No, I made eye contact with the bear.
Ooh.
Which is a weird feeling. They're cute as hell. But I can confidently say if I hit the bear, I am not stopping to help the bear.
Yeah.
I'm going to be like, you're on your own, bear. Sorry.
It'd be my luck. I'd hit the bear, piss him off. I'd be in the Fiat. He'd eat the convertible soft top. He'd eat right through it, and then I'd be crouching down, and he'd pull me out of there and eat my legs.
Right. Well, I'm going to assume if you hit a bear with your car, it's going to be mad.
Oh, yeah.
Right?
Well, I would think if you're going to hit the damn thing, you know?
Right.
So, you can outrun a crawling, unwalkable bear, but yeah.
Yeah, the dude.
That's a bad confluence of events there.
I'm just trying to think of the thought process of you trying to give a boost up to a black bear.
Yeah, right. I understand it. I get the feels. It's all good, but is it hobbling or what was the bear doing? Did I miss that?
It doesn't say.
Yeah.
It says that he hit the bear, felt guilty about it, got out to render aid, was trying to give it a boost up over a concrete barrier on the side of the road.
Okay. I gotcha. So it probably got hit.
Right. It got hit. Right.
Okay, so it got hit previous. But, I see what you're saying.
But, and I understand
it's
that moment of panic.
The bear knows what it's doing.
Where you're
it's faking a leg injury so it can eat your soft brain tissue. I mean, I get it. Don't fall for it, man. Them bears with opposable thumbs.
And I get feeling bad, and you're like, oh, my God, I just want to help.
Yeah.
And the panic of the animal, and you're like, oh, my God, I need to do something. But you don't need to hurt yourself to help the bear.
Right.
That's what...
if natural selection, it is. Yeah, I know it sucks. Nature ain't pretty, folks.
You got that.
I mean, how cute does something have to be before you get out of the car to help it if it's got 6-inch
yeah
claws. I was trying to think of the velociraptor. If you want to see something truly disturbing, I may be getting his name wrong. The Treadwell guy. Yeah, exactly. Except there were about 12 of them in this case. That Treadwell guy, the grizzly man, him and his girlfriend got eaten up in Alaska. They were living with the bears, grizzlies.
Right.
And they thought they were buddy-buddy.
No, they're wild animals.
And they were eaten. And from what I understand, they were eaten. They never show the video. They just show this. They play the sound of it. And it's clearly not good. But they were eaten slowly by the pack of grizzlies. I think it was Grizzly Man. Do I have the right guy?
Timothy Treadwell.
The Treadwell guy and his girlfriend. They were documenting living with the grizzlies. Bad idea all around. But you can hear him screaming on the audio, and it's like, and it was not quick.
That's terrible.
Like Sam Neill describes a velociraptor eating you,
right?
Opening your stomach up, and he's eating you while you're still alive. It's exactly what was happening with Treadwell, and it was not good. And you hear her going, "Are the bears still out there?" And he's screaming, "Get out of here, run!" She's in the tent, and then her screaming started. Like, oh my God! Ah! Anyways, at that point, he's like, "I thought you loved me. I thought we had a thing." And the bear,
it's a bear.
There's a calf sticking out of the grizzly mouth, and then that's it. And then he stops, and then her screaming starts. Not for the uninitiated, for sure. But
yeah, they spent 13 summers with
them. They were up there for a long. They got away with it for a long time.
That's probably what. Then they got sloppy.
Then they got yeah. You'd think the bears would have acclimated to their company or something, but who knows? They're still hungry and nuts. I mean, that's how I describe grizzlies: hungry and nuts.
Yeah. Let's see.
And I don't even think the remains they could put in a bucket. There was literally nothing left of them.
That's terrible.
I think to a grizzly, you just look like a giant 6-foot salmon. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
Covered in honey.
Yeah.
Covered in honey. That's what I think you are. Anyways.
I mean, I suppose he raised some awareness. I don't know.
Well, whatever. It might have been spring. I don't know. But they shot the bears. I know that. The ones they found, they shot, which is stupid. But whatever.
Right, because he was there.
I hate that stuff.
He did that.
Yep.
That's his fault, right?
Yep. Crazy. Getting eaten by a bear seems crazy. But yeah, I think they were about to leave. They were packing up or something. And the bears
around noon on Sunday, October 5th, 2003, Treadwell spoke with an associate in Malibu.
Yeah.
By satellite phone, he mentioned no problems with any bears. The next day, Willie Fulton, a Kodiak air taxi pilot, arrived at Treadwell's and his girlfriend's campsite to pick them up, but found the area abandoned except for a bear.
Oh, just the bear was left.
And contacted the local park rangers. The couple's mangled remains were discovered quickly upon investigation. Treadwell's disfigured head, partial spine, and right forearm and hand with his wristwatch still on were recovered a short distance from the camp. Her partial remains were found next to the torn and collapsed tents, partially buried in a mound of twigs and soil.
Right.
A large male bear protecting the campsite was killed by park rangers during their attempt to retrieve the bodies. A second adolescent bear was also killed a short time later when it charged the park rangers.
So stupid. Why is the rule not the best way to help is to stay the F away from wildlife? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I mean, a zoo's one thing, but...
in the 85-year history of the Katmai National Park, it was the first known incident of a person being killed by a bear. Way to go, a-hole.
Yeah, there you go. And you don't have a Colt 45 is, something to make noise. I mean, you've got nothing but a camera and your wit. I don't know. Yeah, at least if you got a Glock, at least you can go for the eyeball, piss it off, something.
Yeah.
I don't know, I don't know. Crazy.
Jeez.
Bear spray? You ever heard of bear spray?
How about just not living in the grizzly bear's environment for a summer? Just leave them alone.
We are just meat-filled flesh bags, dude, to a bear. They don't see it any other different. Crazy. Crazy stuff. Buyer beware when you go down that rabbit hole.
Well, rest in pepperonis, Bear 141.
Yeah, exactly. Well said, dude.
You can learn a lot listening to podcasts.
Did you know that the hottest chili pepper in the world is so hot it could kill you?
Or you can listen to this one.
Bears can smell your menstruation.
I can smell your menstruation.
The JJO Morning Show Podcast. Johnny and D, nowhere but JJO.
It's hump day and I'm moving just a little slow. My body knows I got 3 more days to go at a job filled with office politics and drama. Yes, that's why I'm still in my pajamas. It's hump day again. It's hump, this is the end.
Okay, I have 4 foods that will jumpstart your sex life and a few that will immediately kill the mood.
Wait.
Do you want to take a guess at some that will jumpstart your sex life?
Well, I'm going to go with the obvious aphrodisiac, the oyster.
Yeah, buddy.
Okay.
Not the noise an oyster makes.
Thank God.
Oysters, this is a reputation as an aphrodisiac dates back to ancient Greece. What are these, Greek boys?
Oh.
And myths surrounding Aphrodite, the goddess of love. In reality, oysters supply lean protein and minerals like zinc. Zinc acts to balance testosterone and dopamine for enhanced libido, blood flow, and physical enhancement. This chick says make oyster gratin by topping fresh or frozen oysters with butter, sautéed shallots, sherry, and parsley.
Oh, wow.
Sprinkle panko crumbs mixed with Parmesan cheese and extra virgin olive oil over the oysters and bake quickly until lightly brown. That sounds amazing.
Yes, it does.
Oh, my God. If you're not an oyster fan, other shellfish can be just as stimulating. Go for shrimps. Infuse them with sex hormone boosters like basil, oregano, and garlic in a citrus marinade. And pow, next thing you know, you're a horny, horny bitch.
Yeah, you know what else is a great aphrodisiac? A woman who's half my wife's age.
Bro.
Anyways, what's the next one? What was the question?
Yeah, well, you know what? The only woman dumb enough to go with you is a 20-year-old, so.
Who's complaining? Anyways.
Number 2 on the list.
Pass the zinc.
Ribs.
Ribs?
Yeah.
That's crazy.
I thought so, too.
Wow. I thought you were going to say weed.
That's a food. We're going with food.
Oh, I forgot.
Jesus Christ. Stay on topic.
Sorry.
Bone-in pork chops are an unbeatable meat to sink your teeth into. Ribs are lean cuts rich in protein, B vitamins.
Get that pork chop
zinc,
at Prem.
selenium, and iron with a light sweetness. Because fat and sugar can cause brain fog and disrupt climax. Make a naked marinade with apple butter, apple cider vinegar, Worcestershire sauce, mustard, and a little coconut oil. Number 3 on the list of foods that'll boost your sex drive, jumpstart your sex life, potatoes.
Potatoes.
Instead of sleepy time starches, take advantage of the extra energy that potatoes offer. With B vitamins and slow-burning complex carbs, they're a great addition to a frolicking night. Hello. And then watermelon. If you're looking for a mouth-watering and good time, watermelon has been called nature's Viagra.
Are you serious?
Yeah.
I didn't know any of this.
I didn't either. It contains citrulline, an amino acid that plays a key role in production of nitric oxide, which relaxes blood vessels, improving blood flow throughout the body, including the penis. Brush a mixture of honey or coconut sugar, lime, and seasonal cilantro on fresh sliced watermelon. Oil your grill and brulee away, this bitch said.
Wow.
That sounds pretty tasty.
I was hoping you were going to say waffles, because I love waffles.
They're not on the list.
Damn.
Now, here we go. What to avoid pre-romp.
Pre-romp.
Foods that are low in carbs, high in fat, or are heavily processed should be kept at arm's length because they contribute to feelings of drowsiness. No one likes a sleepy lay. While small amounts of alcohol can temporarily boost confidence and mood, there's nothing worse than a partner in a drunken stupor. I'm looking at one.
I will tell you what not to do pre-sex. Take one of them gas station bathroom sex aids with the horny goat weed and the rhinoceros dung or whatever it is, because I think I took one once. I want to see if it worked. It did all bad things and in no way helped my penis.
Yeah.
I think I almost crapped myself and had nightmares. It gives you a throbbing headache.
Oh, man. I bet you that made her really horny.
That's all I got.
Tom said it's the watermelon rinds. That's the boner booster.
Okay.
So
I did not know that. And this is the pre, or does it work that fast?
Well, yeah. I mean, you're not going to be eating it during.
You don't know that.
Excessive caffeine can inhibit sex by increasing stress hormones. Stress hormones bad. Hydrate instead with electrolyte drinks or flavor-infused water. They'll wet your whistle in preparation for hugs and kisses and tickles.
Man. Where do steaks and martinis come in? No, any of this,
dude.
Anywhere in there?
You need to swap out the steak for ribs.
Well,
and one martini.
You got to wine them and dine them. Show them a little attention, a little love, a little TLC, a little A1 steak sauce.
Yeah, buddy. So that's why we all have boners at the family picnic. Watermelon.
Oh. Yeah. I had no idea.
Yeah.
I had no clue.
I didn't either.
I love watermelon, though. We don't eat it enough. Whenever I'm eating it, I always go, why don't we eat more of that?
I'm going to tell you why, because it's a pain in the ass to cut it up.
The small ones are okay.
As I was hacking up the watermelon, I was like, you know what?
You lose a finger.
Now I'm all like, I understand why people pay twice the amount for pre-cut watermelon.
Yeah. It is true. I mean, we cut it up in squares and put in the Tupperware or whatever it is. It's good snack food. We have blueberries in a bowl in our fridge. We're always munching blueberries. Best thing you can eat in the world. And then watermelon. When we remember it.
Yeah, I love the watermelon.
Better than corn on the cob. A little watermelon and a big juicy hamburger on a sesame seed bun.
That's right, dude.
Oh.
Sounds good.
So good.
Replay today the JJO Morning Show podcast. Get up with Johnny and D. JJO.
Florida? But that's America's wing.
Okay, now usually, you get in your 30s, 40s, 50s. Your birthday celebrations are something like, whatever. Hang out with friends, go out to dinner, maybe have a couple drinks, maybe get a handy.
I was in the basement at Daly's and they duct taped me, put a bag over my head, and shoved a red ball in my mouth.
Yeah, well.
And that was in the parking lot. Anyways.
Well, this fella here turned 57.
Ooh.
And it's up there. And he decided, it's a Florida factor for sure. He was going to celebrate by smoking meth, stealing a trolley.
You had me at meth.
And then drive around town picking up tourists.
The perfect plan. Works every time. Now I just need some meth. Once I get a meth and some trolley, that'd be all set. Oh, psychotic.
Key West police say a man told officers, "Today is my birthday," after being told he was under arrest for stealing a conch tour train on the 4th of July.
Wow.
According to an arrest report, Jonathan Patrick Winslow turned 57 on July 4th. He's facing 3 criminal charges after being accused of taking one of the famous vehicles on a meth-fueled joyride.
Pretty cool.
Police went to the Conch Tour train depot.
I mean, it looks good on paper. Sounds good on paper.
Right.
Until the tour train flying through the air upside down, and it's not good.
Just before 11:30 a.m. Friday, after receiving a report that a conch train had been stolen and was being GPS tracked around downtown. An arrest report states that Winslow left his Kia behind at the depot, still running with rock music playing on the radio.
Goodness.
Yeah, buddy.
Cool.
Police said an employee told officers that he had come into the depot, claimed that he used to work for the company years ago, and asked for a tour of the train.
Conch. This sounds like something
Conch.
Conch. Sounds like something in Key West or something. Where was it?
It is Key West.
Oh, it is Key West.
They said he then got into one of the vehicles and drove off, leaving the employee confused.
Yeah.
Thinking that Winslow may have had permission to take the train. Winslow did not have permission to take the train.
Not a train, dude.
Another employee was able to retrieve the stolen conch train near Duval and United Streets. Authorities say Winslow had even picked up 2 random passengers while driving the vehicle.
The one time you take the train, you get on the freaking meth train. Talk about ironic. He waited his whole damn life to get on that train. And wouldn't you know, the dude was smoking some meth, and isn't it ironic?
Oh, no.
As the meth train was flying through the air, he said, isn't it ironic?
Said, it's my birthday.
It's my birthday. That's pretty special.
Dude.
I mean, everybody's hammered in Key West, but they ain't that hammered.
They found him at the southernmost point buoy. Dude.
Oh, yeah, I love
Totally.
that. That's our favorite place. That's so cool.
It's his, too.
That's right next door. That's right in the backyard of Ernest Hemingway's house there in Key West.
Yeah.
So he could have passed on Ernest Hemingway's house.
He said he merely borrowed the trolley, saying he used to work for the company and that today was his birthday.
Awesomeness.
And while he was being searched at the jail, they found his pipe.
Wow.
So, burglary charges, grand theft auto.
Wow.
Possession of drug paraphernalia.
Wowza.
So, it was quite the day.
I'd say one of the great sunset pictures on Earth is at the southernmost buoy there in Key West.
Yeah.
Just because the buoy looks good in the picture.
I feel like
it's a really great
everybody's seen people with pictures there.
Sure.
Yeah.
You got to have one.
Totally.
You just got to have it.
You got to do it.
And which is really ironic also is about a block up the road from the buoy is a golf cart rental place. You know, where we rented a golf cart there. That would have been.
It's my birthday. I'll drive on meth if I want.
He was so close. So close to having a great birthday.
Dude, I think he did have a great birthday until he got caught.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
The best part is the employee being confused. So he went there. He's like, I want a tour of the train. I used to work here. So the employee did give him a tour of the train, and then he just took the train.
Yeah.
And the employee, I want the video of the employee standing there trying to figure out what just happened.
Yeah.
Like,
it's the first.
No doubt a younger person.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah. I mean, well, I like his attitude. It's just too much chaos, man.
Right, dude.
Even for Key West.
At 11:30 in the morning, dude.
Dude, you got a lot of energy for Key West. We're actually the opposite of. I mean, getting drunk, falling backward into the bushes is one thing, but man, trolley flying through the air. How do you like Key West? You've been?
I've never been.
Oh, you've never been?
Yeah.
Do you have any desire to go to Key West?
Yeah, sure. I would go.
It was fun.
For sure.
It was fun. The beaches, it's not a place to go to the beach. The beach kind of sucks. The two beaches they have kind of suck. But, you know, it is fun. It's great seafood and great views. And, it's, you know, they got a little golf down there and rent a golf cart, rent some jet skis. It's a pretty chill place to hang. It's expensive.
That's what I hear, yeah.
Not cheap.
Yeah.
But if you're going for the beach, don't go. There's really no proper beach. And it is pricey. Boy, the prices went up down there.
Yeah.
We stayed at the, what was that thing right by the airport? Hampton Inn. Mm-hmm. And what was screwed up about that is we were on our way to Jamaica, first class, but COVID ruined it. Mm-hmm. Because they said once you're out of the country, there's no guarantee they're going to let you back into the United States.
Right.
So we canceled and went to Key West, and man, was it expensive. But that Hampton, that was back in, what was that, 4 years ago? It was like $400 a night. Now it's like $800 a night.
Eesh.
Yeah, we looked at it. It's ridiculous.
Does that include a ride on the meth train?
No meth train.
Damn.
You gotta make your own meth train.
Damn, bro.
Otherwise, you might like that. It's chill. It's fun. I don't know. A lot of Jimmy Buffett. You got to go to Sloppy Joe's. I mean, and Irish Dave's or whatever the bar is. It's fun. Crowded. Very touristy. Very, very extremely touristy.
Well, I would definitely do a vacay there. I would do a vacay in Florida, visit Key West for whatever the day.
Drive out the Keys. Go to Miami and run a Jeep, drive out the Keys. It's beautiful.
Yeah.
It'll enhance your trip.
And now I got to take the conch train just to see
You got to take conch train.
what the hell's going on.
Hey, I wanted to bring this up. Billy McFarland.
Oh, no.
This guy won't quit. He's trying to sell the name Firefest on what? eBay? Mm-hmm. For 7 figures. What's it up to? Billy McFarland, Firefest. You know, they try to do the island party and no band was booked, no cabanas, and you had a piece of cheese sandwich and it was horrible and he lied, kept the money, went to jail. Trying to do it again. That didn't work. Now he's trying to sell the name for $1 million.
So, here we go. We had a 7-figure deal to complete Fire brand and IP package for sale, blah, 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 and it fell through. But now the opportunity on the Fire brand is back on the table. So, because I thought, when you said that this morning, I was like, I thought it was already for sale. And it was, but the deal fell through. So now it's on eBay.
Oh, at what price? What price point?
Hold on, I'm looking.
I'd buy it for $100.
Oh, it's way over that.
I don't know why you'd want it.
It's at $200,500.
Why would you want a name that's just dripping in failure? You know, and I know people know the name. I get it. That's fine. But I mean, every time you hear that word, you think of a bad cheese sandwich. Mm-hmm. And the locals ready to murder everybody.
Because I feel like you could still sell tickets to it.
Yeah.
I feel like you could still make money off of it. You could still do something with it. I really do.
Interesting. I don't know if I agree with that. I don't know. Maybe. I guess if you did it right and you turned it around, I guess. But it's always going to have the stench of Billy McFarland.
But there's a way that you can profit
Or
off
Billy
of that.
Billy McFailure. Sorry.
Right.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Would the irony be to, somebody could take that on, buy it, make it an annual, and then have Billy McFarland come down and MC it?
Well, I don't even know if you have him involved, but you could have, you could have nice things at the festival, but you could have come and get the cheese sandwich, have the vendor there. Get your photo taken in a crappy villa.
Okay. I'm just saying any of those are going to sell. Why would you spend $1 million just for a name when you can have your own festival without spending $1 million, I guess.
Right.
If it gets that high, I don't know if it's going to get that high.
Yeah, I don't know. Well, we're going to have to see.
Well, my gut tells me it's not going to get that high. But for an event that really has not happened yet, I guess there is room to grow.
Yeah.
That's so dumb. That guy. Man, that guy.
Just won't go away.
No, he's like a bad toe fungus. He just will not go away. Anyways,
all right.
If you have a toe fungus, I have various creams in my briefcase.
Oh.
There's something for it. Okay.
I might let you rub one on me.
All right.
The JJO Morning Show podcast with Johnny and D. Listen, rate, subscribe. Catch a new show every Monday through Friday, 6 till 10 a.m. on 94.1 JJO or streaming anywhere in the JJO app. Johnny and D, nowhere but JJO.